Hi everyone, welcome. I would really like to say sorry for having a little bit of an extended break. I just had a lot going on. Those of you who listen to me regularly will know I have basically been thinking about resigning from the job that I have been waiting for ever so long. I've decided that basically, in a nutshell, I have not been able to do the most important thing for me in my life, which is my yoga and meditation, because my apartment's too small. And I've been living a very busy corporate life for the last 4 months, and it's made me really ill. Really ill. Like literally allergies non-stop. And I just don't enjoy it. I found it to be so soul destroying, and it's just cemented my desire to basically dedicate my life to yoga. So for those of you that don't know, that's why I've been away. Anyway, I hope you've all been well. We are currently in a Saturn retrograde, and lots of stuff is going on. I have got some channeled messages to start off with, but before I do that, let me just show you what was at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers card, this beautiful, lovely Lovers card. So, and look, the Fool, New Beginnings, right underneath it. So lots of major arcanas here as well. Really beautiful reading. I'm going to go into it just after I tell you some channeled messages. So I actually channeled these a while ago, actually just after I did my last reading, where I was kind of, you know, saying don't be afraid to detach if you need to, Divine Feminines. And this is a follow-up to that. So I got the strong feeling that some Divine Feminines took the reading to mean block or withhold yourself from the Divine Masculine. That's actually not what the message was. It's more of a refocusing while still staying receptive. So it's actually kind of the ultimate kind of state of acceptance and surrender, if you will. So surrender does not mean kind of just cutting things off, or, you know, if you feel the need to do it, then do it. If you feel the need to not do it, then don't. As always, only take what resonates. No one's holding a gun to your head, so, you know, you need to take responsibility for the messages that you understand, that resonate with you, and that you act on, etc. So let's just make that clear. So that was that. So it's all about refocusing while still staying receptive, just to reiterate that. And also, don't do it out of a desire for a certain outcome, because it doesn't really work like that. So, you know, you have to kind of really do it to channel your energy into something kind of tangibly beneficial and kind of a win-win situation for yourself and for everyone. So if you can kind of avoid that stagnation and kind of self-pity, but don't force yourself to do anything. So if you're denying yourself and it's making you kind of think of what you're missing more, so if it's making you obsess more about your twin by trying to cut them out, then that's really counterproductive. So, you know, the point is to sort of focus on you, work on you, and respect where they're at as well. It's not about being there for them all the time. You've got to be there for yourself first. So anyway, I also had another message, just a little point, just that all the readings that I've been doing for, you know, me, they have been absolutely obnoxiously pointing towards union and the masculine kind of awakening. So who knows what the time frames will be for that, and make of it what you will, because, you know, I was like, seriously, this is not where I'm feeling, you know, where my life is at the moment, my own connection. I wanted to share it because it was very interesting. And all of the readings, also, you've got to understand that they will be, this is the Nadi spread, as you know. So the Pingala Nadi is the right side, not the Nadi is a subtle channel, an energy channel, and the right one, the masculine one, is solar. It's called the Pingala. The left one is feminine. It's called the Ida. And the middle one is kind of neutral, and it's called the Sushumna, if I can speak today. And the masculine and feminine readings and energies for those readings for those energies, they'll be reflected in your own situation as well. So always bear that in mind. So with the energies that are coming in, it's very important just to allow them more than anything. You don't have to manipulate them. You don't have to try and manifest this, that, and the other. But doing certain processes will, like, really kind of things that are designed to help you receive more align and ground. So good, authentic yoga, nothing gimmicky. That will really help, as well other things like, you know, whatever resonates with you. You might feel a lot of addictions dropping away, and a lot of things that you might have felt were your crutches in the past, they'll be kind of dropping away. So just allow that to happen. And relaxation, rest and relaxation is going to be really, really helpful for you to rebalance. So just let go of stuff as much as you can. Just really get your mind out of the way, stop that mental chatter. Meditation, a good meditation technique will really help you do that, and good yoga. And also another note, the more opinions, readings, etc. that you listen to, the more food you're giving to your mind. So ironically, and it can be for some people quite counterproductive, because it will make you obsess and think about things, and it will confuse you more. So if you are guided to take a bit of a break from readings, do that. I definitely was, so I haven't been listening to anything, like, really. So that's why I've been, well, just focusing on me and practical matters, really, and I feel good for it. So yeah, the energies are there to kind of support us, and it's more your job to kind of align with the energies and just go with them, rather than try and fight them, or, you know. And the way to go with them is, if you align yourself properly, you'll be able to receive them more. That's just the way it is. And part of our, you know, my mission right now is to kind of get people more receptive and aligned with what's going on, because the more in line you are, the less kind of trauma you're going to feel with, you know, the energies being up and down and all the rest of it. So one of the keys is, don't overdo it, or take anything, if you know, if you still want to keep listening to lots of different readings and stuff, that's fine, but the key is to don't take anything too seriously, including whatever I'm saying right now. So it's already, and remember, don't get stressed about manifesting things too much, because you've got to remember it's already happened. So just align yourself with that understanding, and, you know, focus on relaxation. And I have a special message for all of the divine masculines listening to this, if there are any. And if you like this message and you're a divine feminine or whatever, like, share it with them. Like honestly, it might make them feel a lot better. I just want to say that they are complete and utter superstars. You know, what I really felt in this channeled kind of message that I had to get out was that I know the sacrifice that they have had to make to do what they're doing and to take this thing on. So I'm not mad at my twin at all. In fact, I absolutely commend him and all of them, because, you know, he and all of them have done absolutely everything to get us to do what we need to do. So it's almost like I felt completely cornered to do this yoga course, and you know, the signs have been just off the chain, off the scale. Like, it was crazy. I had a meeting with someone who I met through my old job today, and he was like, oh, let's go to this restaurant for lunch. And he's actually, he's someone that I want to talk to now about kind of some stuff related to my plans for when I start doing yoga. And he took me to this place for lunch. He was like, oh, what about this place? And I'm not joking, every single dish was either like, the price was either 11.11, 88, you know, 88 or whatever, or kind of or 888, I should say, in yen, which is kind of like $8.88, or it was just nuts. It was or 777, that was the other one. And I was like, are you serious? This is crazy. And yeah, it was a really, really interesting meeting. Anyway, so look out for all the signs as well. And you've got to really, really appreciate the kind of work or actions or happenings that the divine masculine are facilitating for you, to make you, to force you. Literally, I feel like with some people, and this is a collective message as well, it's almost like they've got you in some kind of like wrestling lock, and you've got nowhere else to go. Like, I'm thinking, for some reason I'm thinking of mixed martial arts, like, you know, when it's a very, very tactical thing, and they move in certain ways. It's almost like chess, and you've got nowhere else to go because you have to make a certain move, and it's all for the best. It's for your benefit somehow. But for my situation, only I can see this. No other psychic or reader that I've ever gone to has ever been able to see it, and nor are they meant to see it. This is only for you. This is like, you know, your only guide should actually be yourself, your own intuition, and actually your own counterpart as well, because you are the only one that gets the best view of your own situation. So you need to own it. You need to really study it and see how you can make that situation work for you. So look for the positives and look for ways of how you can maneuver. So that's what you need to do. It's a game. I wouldn't even call it a dance. I almost think it's like a game that you're kind of playing with each other. It's really fun. And you can really, really push yourself and really, really grow if you know how to play it. So, you know, don't be afraid to just let yourself play the game. So in the same way, so many of you are so intuitive and you have psychic abilities, just like every single person on the planet does. So, you know, look within yourself and get in touch with your own abilities. And even if you're currently a reader and you're offering readings to other people, your number one priority should and always is, whether you realize it or not, is applying your gifts to yourself. So and with this, it's a gift that we all have, and like anything, it's like a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. So practice, really. So please also, remember that another reason why I don't want to do too many readings all the time is because I think it's actually harmful if people become too dependent on readers, because you've got to remember they're no different, we're no different from the rest of everyone else. So try and do the work yourself, and listen to people as well, but always remember that you're the one with the ultimate kind of say. So use them to supplement your own knowledge, but don't give them too much power, including myself. You don't need readings every day or anything like that. Like just whenever you feel guided. Anyway, so divine masculines, you are complete superstars. And we all are, really, but I feel like they get such a bashing a lot of the time, and that's not the case. They're not asleep. They're just playing the part of being asleep right now. And it's a game. It's all a game. The more meta you kind of like, the higher up you kind of go to see this, the higher your vision, the more you'll see it, and you know, you'll laugh about it. So enjoy the game. Enjoy the drama. Actually, I don't like that word. I don't like the connotations. Like drama, no one really enjoys drama. But think about watching a movie. You need a bit of drama to actually enjoy the movie, right? So anyway, both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are being very powerfully guided at the moment, almost to the point where it feels like coercion. And the masculines always had much more of this than the divine feminine has, and they don't always know why, so it's extra confusing for them. But all of this is there to make us stronger, okay? I mean, think about the movie again. If the protagonist, like the hero or the heroine or whatever, didn't have a massive drama to overcome, would we respect them? Would we even think like there was a story? Would we want to would we want to watch the movie? Would you want to hear what they had to say? Probably not, right? You kind of defy the point of actually watching that movie, having that experience. So just remember that and take strength from it. And the purpose of this separation, the job of it, is to make the divine feminine twin look more inward, turn inward. And just remember, you know, you're not that wise as many people seem to maybe think, that the divine feminine is like just the complete, the only enlightened one, and we're fully awake and blah blah blah. It's not true, actually. Like, both of us are playing roles. You know, because if we were fully awakened and stuff, we'd be in bliss the whole flipping time, and we'd be really unshakable. So, you know, people like that do exist. I've seen it. So but no twin flame anywhere that I've come across is anywhere near that state, really. So just to call a spade a spade. But like, I'm just saying, don't put that kind of pressure on yourself either. But those are the messages, and mainly it is kind of just appreciate the divine masculine. Don't give away your power and get dependent on readings too much, and try and take responsibility for yourself, and also just relax and align yourself with the energies, because like the way that the energies are changing right now. I'll quickly tell you about the concept of yugas, or ages, which exists in Hinduism, in the tradition of yoga that yoga comes from. There are 4 different ages. The Satya Yuga is the age of real enlightenment, like mass enlightenment, where people communicate by telepathy, and you know, it's pretty much like heaven on earth, like it's amazing. And then there's a yuga that's just below that, which is called the Treta Yuga, I believe, or is it the Dwapara Yuga? I always get confused with these two. But that one is slightly less, so I mean it's like a lesser version of that. And then below that it's kind of a bit less than that. And apparently we're in that kind of like 3rd best yuga right now. But according to the calculations that make the most sense to me, there are lots of different variations of it. But basically what my guru says, my yoga guru says, is that in about 70 years time, that's when we're going to kind of really shift into that 2nd best age. And then the lowest age is the age of darkness, which is the Kali Yuga, not to be mistaken with Kali, who is the goddess of you know, destruction and wisdom and time and many other wonderful things. Not to be mistaken with her, or confused with her. The Kali Yuga is the age of darkness as well. So, but we're not. Many people seem to think that we're in that age, but many other people kind of say no, we're not. And if you ask me, it doesn't seem like we are to me. Anyway, so as these ages change, as the Earth and our entire solar system make their way, because they kind of have their own kind of orbit, the entire kind of Milky Way has its own kind of orbit, right, around, just like the moon revolves around the Earth orbits the sun orbits a central sun. And as our galaxy kind of moves around this orbit, that's what divides the different yugas. They're almost like seasons. So when our galaxy, when our sun is closest to the central sun, that's when we have the Satya Yuga, and when we're the furthest away, that's the age of darkness. So it's now on its way closer. So, you know, good things are ahead of us, and that's why all you need to do is just relax, align yourself. The Earth isn't really going to not go where it's supposed to go without a handful of people that consider themselves twin flames to, you know, literally save the world. It's kind of, I think, I'm not saying that's not the case and they're not going to make a difference. I just think it's been blown slightly out of proportion, and I'm just saying everyone is going to evolve. That's just the path of everyone. And the more, you know, the better, the biggest contribution you can make is aligning yourself with what is going on by finding a decent teacher. And you'll know you found the right one because what they teach you will actually work. And once I start teaching yoga, you can come and learn from me in London, and I guarantee you it will help you a lot. And that's all you need to do. That's literally all you need to do. So I'm going to stop there for the channeled messages, and then I'm going to do the reading straight after. Okay guys, I will speak to you shortly. Bye.